Thanks to Jason for that report. And a sinister plot with major implications for the future of America. That's according to a new book that says the Chinese Communist Party is exploiting U.S. birthright citizenship laws to undermine American sovereignty. The Invisible Coup author, Peter Schweizer, spoke with American thought leaders host Jan Jekielek to discuss this issue. NTD's Daniel Monahan brings us more on that.
We will fly you to the United States.
Peter Schweizer is the author of The Invisible Coup, How American Elites and Foreign Powers Use Immigration as a Weapon. Schweizer says between 500,000 and 1 million American citizens may be loyal to the Chinese Communist Party.
It's a really large number of people, and I was shocked by it. The birthright citizenship issue to me is really central because it is a massive vulnerability and it's something that can be fixed.
Schweizer says the Chinese Communist Party is using birth tourism on an industrial scale.
Any numbers that we have related to how many Chinese nationals are flying to the United States, giving birth here, and then flying home with the baby, raising them in communist China, and then when they turn 18, they're going to be citizens, they can vote and do everything. Our federal government has no idea. We don't track this information.
He says the practice has been going on for years.
The Chinese government and some research firms say that over the past roughly 13 years, you have anywhere from 50,000 to 100,000 Chinese nationals a year doing this for 13 years, which is stunning. And there's a lot of anecdotal evidence to support this in addition to the data from China.
Schweizer points to reports about flights between China and California.
Reports of, these flights from Los Angeles, LAX to Shanghai, where the entire business section is largely populated by newborn babies. So it's a huge problem.
He says birth tourism from China isn't just families seeking a better life.
That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about very systematic, and we're talking about something China did in Hong Kong for a while. It reached the point around 2010 that half of all newborns in Hong Kong were Chinese nationals getting birthright citizenship in Hong Kong. The government had to stop it. The government in Hong Kong at that point had to stop it because they said this is subversion. We can't allow this to go on. Something similar is playing out in the United States.
The Invisible Coup author says the approach reflects the CCP's broader strategy,
which is very smart, very sophisticated at exploiting the weaknesses of countries that it regards as enemies, and that's certainly the United States would fit in that category.
Schweizer also says China's CCP-run People's Daily has promoted birth tourism, highlighting the 14th Amendment as a path to U.S. citizenship. One company he identifies as arranging such travel is called UNUSA.
And they brag on their websites who their clients are, and their clients are, according to them, military officers, intelligence officers, CCP officials, people from the Ministry of Propaganda. So these are not dissidents. These are pillars of the elite.
Schweizer believes the year 2030 will usher in 1 million U.S. citizens who have been raised in China participating in elections.
They're going to be voting in our elections. They're going to be donating to political campaigns. And let's remember the 2016 presidential election, it was settled by 72,000 votes. So 1 million votes is a lot of votes.
Schweizer is hopeful the Supreme Court takes issues like birth tourism from China into consideration when looking at birthright citizenship. One tool he says the Trump administration has used is charging offenders with visa fraud. Daniel Monahan, NTD News.